What's going on, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? Really just gonna try and crank out as much as I can on this truck before I leave. I know if you didn't check out yesterday's video, I'm heading out the door again. Solid axle. I don't know if we're gonna keep these mounts for the 4-link and just use them. This one's tweaked from when the spindle broke. But basically today we're gonna go over everything that is coming off. I'm gonna decide what's gonna get cut off, what's gonna stay. Might leave cross, well, it's a good idea to leave cross members for now. Probably gonna reuse them for, you know, drag links and steering stuff and all that stuff. But we're gonna commit to the solid axle swap by cutting off all these brackets here, here, which are the upper control arm mounts, the bump stops, the shock mounts, and all that stuff. Can't believe I'm doing this. Not that this truck is the cleanest, but just about to chop the frame up. But actually, I think it's WFO Fab or whatever makes 4-link stuff for these trucks, or solid axle swap stuff for this truck. They actually have a really nice plate that covers, like once you cut all this off, it's like a laser cut plate that makes this all flat instead of being divoted in. I don't know if you can see that right there where it kind of goes in, so you can put these bolts in. But basically we'll clean all this up, paint it, weld on the plate, and yes, I'm going to paint underneath the plate because I don't want it to rust. So we'll clean it up, go underneath, cut all these off, and basically this is full commitment to the solid axle swap. A little nervous, don't want to cut too much off because I need most of it, but I don't know what to do with this whole bracket here because it holds the cross member for the, here, let's see, actually, because this is a cross member for the axle, but this is a motor mount, but that's bolted to the frame. I don't really think it holds anything super important, so we might be able to chop this whole thing entirely off, but I guess I gotta do some thinking. I mean, if you cut it off, you can always just weld it right back on, right? That's the motto we'll have with this. I've never built a 4-link truck. I've never built a solid axle swap truck. I've never done anything like this. So we're gonna try to do it as legit as possible, but it is also going to be like a huge learning curve for me, for everyone. So without further ado, well, I should probably go buy some cutting wheels. I might do that because I only have a grinding wheel, and that wheel's a little sketchy, the little grinder I have. So might go get some cutting wheels, and then we're gonna start chopping shit off. The first cut is always the deepest. Alrighty guys, if you didn't know, this is kind of like part 2 of the same video. I kind of ran out of time, kind of ran out of what I was doing yesterday, previously. Different day, a few days later. Good news, I guess. Yeah, we'll go with good news. There was torrential downpours in the desert where I was supposed to be going, and the runway actually got all fucked up. Nope, I can't say that. Yeah, whatever. The runway got all messed up and actually shifted, so we're not leaving currently anymore on Tuesday, which is a really great thing because we have a lot of good stuff coming this weekend, or actually on Tuesday. So I'm going to keep working on the truck for now. I don't really have much to show you. I'm going to just keep cutting. I already got the time lapse and everything of cutting this side off, so I'm going to finish chopping these brackets off, and then I have to do this whole side and then grind them down. So that's kind of the plan for today. I'm not going to videotape too much more of that because I already did it and it's probably pretty boring. But the good news is my rims and tires should be here Tuesday, so now we'll be able to videotape going to get those or getting them delivered or whatever the case may be. What else do I have to say? Spindle. This guy with a spindle, yet again, why I don't like eBay. He said it'll be a few days to ship out. I have to check my email right now and see if he sent it. Waiting on that to get the axle in, because once we have the tires, we get the axle put together, we can basically set it under the truck and adjust ride height and everything that we need to start actually like making some headway on this project. I did take the exhaust tip off this truck. I had a 5 to 6 MBRP tip on here because I planned this truck. I don't know if I've really gone over it yet, but that truck's going to be a flatbed. Basically, we're building the ultimate dream truck, work truck, drag truck puller here. It's going to be a ZF6 manual, the solid axle swap, it's compound turboed, flatbed with boxes. We're going to remote locate the air dog, transmissions for Duramaxes. I spent a lot of the last few days cleaning up around here because there's just kind of stuff everywhere. But basically, the other LLY, you know, it's super, super clean. We did the rain guards a few days back. You know, just little cosmetic things, the rain guards, the black bullet. I had to paint that because they only had brass ones. And we put the 6-inch MBRP tip on, which is actually filthy right now. And we kind of leveled the exhaust to make it all nice. I kind of kicked it with my foot earlier, so. But it's solid. It's actually black, not tan, but it's dirty, so. Problems of living on a dusty road, or dirt road. But anyways, got this all mounted up. I think it's perfect, the amount I cut off and where I got it set. I love it. So, I'm gonna get back to work, keep chopping this stuff off. I'll go over grinding everything. And I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, so I'm gonna mention it now. WFO Fab, they build 4-link kits for the Ford axles with leaf springs. Obviously we're not going that route, but they have a laser cut plate that goes over this part of the frame, and I don't know if I definitely talked about it before, but how this is dented. You weld it over this and it makes it one smooth piece so you can mount your shock towers or whatever you're doing to it. On this truck we're going coilovers, so actually I'm going to pick those up this weekend, get the coilovers. I'm gonna have to get new springs for them and set all the spring rates and everything. That's a lot to say. I hate talking. Whew, wrong business. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now and just get to work. Alrighty guys, as you can tell, I am in the shop with the lights on and it is pretty dark outside. Let me tell you, cutting this frame stuff off with the cutoff wheel is no fun. I really didn't make too much progress. The sun fell kind of quick. Like this is what I had before on this side, and I was working on this side, now on the driver's side. I got this one cut off. I had to be careful though because of the intercooler pipe and the all the brake lines and stuff, so I took it a little slower on this side and I actually ran out of cutting wheel. So that being said, let me get back in the light here. This is kind of a long process. I don't want to like leave you guys hanging with like a half-assed video. I don't want these videos to drag on for a week at a time to get one video out there. So I'm gonna throw this up there, just letting you guys know that the updates may not be as frequent. Well, actually that's not true, because like I said, my tires are coming, the spindle should be here. I should have everything to actually start making some progress soon. I have to order some things off WFO Fab, those plates I was talking about. And I'll really, like, once everything's here, I'll really be able to, like, be motivated to put everything together. It's super hot, and I've been working nights, so I kind of sleep in during the day. So, bear with me, guys. Little update, little, tidbits of information on what's going on with everything. I know I just did an update, but this is kind of like how this build's going to go. It's not a super fast build. It's really not. Everything needs to be planned out and properly executed to make sure the truck is safe in the first biggest instant, and then make sure it's done right and everything comes together how I want it. So we're working on it. So I appreciate all you guys. And thank you guys. I kind of said thank you in a past video, but really thank you guys, because we're at like almost 2,400 subscribers, growing pretty rapidly now. I appreciate all the support. The comments you guys leave is like out of this world. You guys are all so supportive. But one last thing to wrap up this video. As you can see, I have about an entire truck on a shelf here. So we have an LB7 turbo, which actually isn't in too bad of shape. It kind of, it's probably shot, but it's okay. I have the old rods out of my orange truck with the cracked pistons, some balancers, covers, 2 transfer cases, the manual transfer case and the electronic, extra CV axles for days. The crankshaft and the camshaft are in this box right here. And there is a LB7 block right there that I had painted and cleaned previously. I have all the main caps and everything, but basically the walls in that motor were, I don't know if I covered it or if you guys watched the videos back then. It was about a year ago probably or so. The walls of that cylinder, or the walls of the block and a few cylinders, were actually like corroded. So that block is going to get brought to a machine shop, and if we can machine it down to about, I think Duramax you can either do 20 thousandths or 40 thousandths over stock bore. If we can get those walls cleaned in that amount of boring, then that will be the block for the race truck built motor. We'll get it machined, we'll get it, the whole nine, the entire whole nine. We have turbos everywhere. LBZ turbo, LLY front section, or middle and front section. This turbo is actually fine, but it was off my orange truck. I snapped. No. That one might not be fine. I don't know. I have so much stuff here. There's a lot going on, guys. I'm going to try and be as productive this weekend as I can, because we are going to start working a lot. So I really need to kick my butt into gear. And I'm going to try and make some awesome videos for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yet again, thank you for all the support. We got some cool stuff dropping and everything, so tune in next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, comment on this video if you have any questions about anything. Always, my email is also in the description, along with the P.O. box if you want to send anything this way, get a shout out, whatever you guys want. Yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys later.